guiding her tusk with her trunk and wedging her tusk under the bark, and then as soon as she lifts a little bit off, she grabs it with her trunk. But what she's trying to do, which is not going to happen because it's a buffalo thorn, is she's trying to get it to a point where she can just strip it and pull it off its strips. Now I'm also convinced that elephants use bark of different trees for different reasons. You see, she's ambidextrous, this one. She's using left and right tusks. Yeah. She's using both left and right tusks. And if she ring barks this little buffalo thorn, which she's about to do, it is going to be history. Not a very stringy bark like some of the acacias and baobabs. It's just coming off in little pieces. This makes me think that she's using it for some reason. They must have an incredible knowledge of the use of plants for different things.
Do they use it for medicinal reasons? Right?
Yeah. For what, I don't know. I don't know what it does for them. But it's not it's just being pushed off by the older female, who is now going to have her take her turn. But this is also, it's like kids in a way, in that when one kid's got a toy, everyone wants it. I've seen it even with animals too. Is that you want what you can't have, or what someone else has got. And maybe she also wants a bit of the bark.
I'm trying to deliver some really calm camera shots.
Yes.
But I've got to be quite fast to get all the action for the viewer.
Yeah.
And I don't have other cameras to cut out, so they must just forgive me for my...
Okay. Now just zoom out when you move the camera.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. That's one way to get at the bark if you can't get it. Good morning, Michelle. And a very interesting question indeed. Referring to the thorns that the elephants are eating, do the thorns not hurt the elephants? Do they not? Is it not uncomfortable for them to eat? Now, this is the wonderful thing about nature, Michelle, is that these are all things that have developed in nature together. The trees that are the most utilized of all, the ones that are highly palatable and the ones that have the most nutritional value, are the ones that have the thorns. And it's the act of animals feeding on them through time that has forced either leaves to become thorns or branches to become spines. But as that change took place in the plant kingdom, the animals that feed on them changed or adapted to those changes as well. And by doing that, they developed thick tongues and thick lips and thick palates and a resistance somewhat to the thorns. That's the end of that buffalo thorn. Well, I suppose it can be the end anyway because it was ring-barked. And now, if we had to monitor this dead buffalo thorn, put a time-lapse camera here for the next few years, we'd see how slowly it decomposes. There would be insect-eating and seed-eating birds sitting on it, dropping seed and dropping more fertilizer. And seeds would then be able to germinate in those thorn branches and have a chance to grow. And if we have a look at this bare patch of ground in front of us, it's very difficult for a tree to grow there because that's where animals walk and feed. So it's very important that these things happen. I mean, right here we've got a perfect example right next to me. Although this tree's still alive, barely.
Okay, let's move again.